The TimeIPS Payroll Export feature can generate a file that contains your payroll data for a specified pay period. These files can be opened in a spreadsheet application such as Microsoft Excel or OpenOffice Calc, or if you're using the Payroll Integration with Benefits Tracking module, the file can be imported into your payroll application, such as ADP, Paychex, or QuickBooks. This video will cover how to perform a basic manual export via the TimeIPS Payroll Export feature. To see how you can create an enhanced or customized export file, watch the Payroll Export Custom video. To get started, let's navigate to the left pane main menu. Under Administration, click on Payroll, and then Payroll Export. There are a multitude of different file formats and options available to export and view your payroll report. To select the file format you wish to use, click the plus sign to the left of the Payroll Format setting bar and find the format in the drop-down box. In this first example, we're going to choose manual.csv. The manual payroll export offers a basic comma-separated values file that can be opened with any spreadsheet program such as OpenOffice Calc or Microsoft Excel. Click the Edit Payroll Export Settings button to bring up the editing screen. With the TimeIPS Payroll Export function, you can create and save presets. The preset saves your report configuration so your reports remain consistent for future use, and you won't need to re-enter specific parameters each time you are ready to run the report. Usually only one preset is sufficient, but if you have two or more groups and there are different reporting requirements for each of those groups, multiple presets can be created. From the Export Settings screen, click on the Add a New Preset link or the Edit Preset button if you need to make changes to an existing preset. Make your selections and save. Then click Done to return to the Payroll Export screen. Next, we need to prepare the data for export. Under the Export Payroll Options section, choose to generate the report by payroll type or manual. In most cases, we will select payroll type. In rare cases, where we might need to run payroll for an adjustment period, or if we need a special payroll run to include only certain employees, we would select the manual option. When we choose to generate the report manually, we would select the employee or group of employees to be included in the export. We can manually select a range of time for this report or use the Quick Selection drop-down box. When we choose the payroll type option, we would then select which payroll type to be included in this report. In your setup, you may only need to have one payroll type, but TimeIPS does allow for tracking multiple employee groups or payroll types. For example, if you use temporary employees and employees that work directly for your company, you would set up separate payroll types for each of those groups. When you select the payroll type, the last completed payroll period for that group is selected by default. If you need to change to a different payroll period, we can do so using the drop-down menu for Select Payroll Period to Prepare. All employees assigned to the selection group and who work time in the specified pay period will be included in the report. Under Select Time Zone, we'll leave it set to the employee's time zone. Then click the Prepare Payroll for Export button to finish. The payroll calculation is now being scheduled. Once the payroll data is prepared for export, the pending export window will open. Here we will select manual.csv from the drop-down menu. Next, click on the button labeled Export Payroll Data. Please note, editing of time events is locked during payroll processing to avoid having another user make changes through the time edit report that would not be reflected properly in the current payroll run. Since we have already created a preset, we just need to make sure that the preset is the one selected in the Export Settings Preset drop-down menu. We are able to add a comment to the export, making it unique and easily identifiable if you wish to. Next, click Continue. You should see the payroll calculation being scheduled. The final step of exporting payroll data is virtually the same regardless of file type chosen, though the window or image you will see may vary. In this first example, we are looking at a manual.csv file. Click the blue link to download the data and open it in a spreadsheet program such as OpenOffice Calc or Microsoft Excel. If you have confirmed that the information contained in this export is correct and wish to permanently lock the payroll period, simply click the button labeled Lock this payroll period. Otherwise, choose Unlock and return to TimeIPS. Locking the payroll period prevents future modifications of any kind. If you choose Unlock and return to TimeIPS, the export will be listed as pending, and further changes can be made to the data. Pending exports can be exported again to other payroll output formats as often as you like until they have been accepted or locked. If you choose Lock this payroll period, the payroll status will show Exported. Exported payroll runs are locked and time can no longer be edited in the system for that period of time. We're going to choose Unlock and return to TimeIPS, so we can use this pending data for our second example, which will show some of the possibilities of customization. To see how you can create an enhanced or customized export file, watch the Payroll Export custom video.